Okay, for this last exercise, you all should know all the formulas. Okay, before starting, we'll just go through everything once. Yeah, from the angel.
Yes, sir.
Okay, no, not angel. Angel, Kia, Dia, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Dia, can you unmute the call?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, tell me the trigonometry identities, Dia. What's the order? Can you tell me the order? Sin theta, cos,
Cos theta, tan,
hmm.
cos,
Sin, cos, tan, cos. The order which I give, sec and cosec. Okay, all of you concentrate. Sin, cos, tan. This is the order. We'll revise everything and we'll start the exercise. Last exercise. In this sin, cos, tan, cos, sec, cosec, what is sin formula? What's the formula for sin? Dia? No, let Dia answer. Dia, unmute the call. Complete.
perpendicular by hypotenuse.
Okay, perpendicular by hypotenuse. Except Dia, I heard everyone answering. All these days, because of network issue, I couldn't hear you, Dia. Now you unmute and answer. What is cos formula?
Base by hypotenuse.
Yeah, don't mute the call. Complete it. Base by hypotenuse. Tan?
Perpendicular by base.
Correct. Perpendicular by base. Now use reciprocal relation. Left hand side reciprocal. Sine is reciprocal to what?
Cosec.
So sine is equals to, how do you write reciprocal value? 1 by cosec theta. Cosec theta, right? Sine is equals to 1 by cosec theta. We call it as reciprocal relation. Reciprocal relation. Okay, if sine is perpendicular by hypotenuse, what is cosec? Perpendicular. Okay, sec is reciprocal to, what's the formula? Hypotenuse by, okay, cot and tan. Cot is opposite to tan. Base by perpendicular. Okay, all of you will remember this reciprocal relation, right? Sine is 1 by cosec. What is the reciprocal for cosec theta? What is the reciprocal? How do you write? 1 by
1 by sin theta.
sin theta. Next, tan theta. What is tan 50 degree? The reciprocal for tan 50? Reciprocal 1 by
1 by cot 50 degree.
cot 50 degree. For reciprocal relation, remember we don't use any formula, just reciprocal. Okay. Left hand side reciprocal relation. Right hand side, which relation do we follow? Right hand side, what's the concept?
Complementary.
Complementary angles. Very good. For right angle, it is complementary angle. See, left hand, it's a different diagram. Right hand, it is complementary. What do you mean by complementary? Sin theta. What's the formula for sin theta? Sin theta. What is complementary for sin?
90 minus
No.
90 minus
No. First, you have to convert.
into 90.
Yes.
Cos into 90.
Cos 90 minus theta. Cos 90 minus theta. Only if you will get this right, we'll be able to do the last exercise. Next, sine 36 degree. What's the answer for sine 36? Cos 90 minus 36. Okay, Ananya, are you answering? Ananya, Delisha, I want all of you to answer. See, we have done, students, almost 80% of trigonometry chapter is done. Remaining, it's very easy topic. This is known as complementary relation. Next, sec 51 degree. What is a complementary? For sec, what is complementary?
Cosec.
Cosec.
Cosec 90 minus
90 minus 51. That is cosec 39 degrees. Okay, 39 degrees. So reciprocal relation, we know. Complementary relation is done. Next, reciprocal is done, complementary is done. Left hand side reciprocal, right hand side complementary. What are the other concepts? There are two special formulas. We call that as quotient relation. Quotient relation. I've already taught you all students. Only this name I forgot to mention the name. Quotient relation is nothing but tan formula. Two special formula for tan and cot. What is tan formula? How do you get tan value? Sin theta divided by cos theta. Then what will be the cot value? Cot should be cos theta divided by sin theta. Yeah, we have studied this. The name for this is quotient relation. Yeah, just quickly go through all this: reciprocal, quotient, complementary. See, and while solving questions, we always give first preference for complementary angle, complementary relation, or complementary angle concept. Second, we try to use reciprocal relation. Okay, this quotient relation used for trigonometry table to find the value. Trigonometry table. Okay, in trigonometry table, can you tell me what are the values present? For what are the degrees, students? For what degrees values are present? 0 degree, 30,
30 degree. 60 and
60 and 90.
90.
Trigonometry table. So all the formulas: complementary angle, reciprocal relation, trigonometry table. If cos 45 is given, what is cos 45? Is 45 degrees given in the table? Do we have 45 degrees in the table? We have the value. What's the answer? 1 by root 2. What is cos square 45? If there is square, what do we do, students? 1 by root 2 the whole square. So that is nothing but 1 square divided by root 2 the whole square. Square and square gets cancelled. What's the answer? 1 by? Okay, what if 45 is not given? For example, they give you cos 35 degree divided by sin 55 degrees. Do we have these values in the table?
No, sir.
Then what do we do? How do we solve this, students? First, which preference?
We have to take the complementary
Yes,
side
first
of
preference
those
we give.
values.
Yes, first preference we give for complementary angle.
Complementary.
Yeah, this Saturday I'll be giving you a test, entire trigonometry and first chapter. So how do you solve this? You can keep cos first one as it is, convert the second one, or you can keep second one denominator as it is, convert the numerator. Usually we keep the numerator as it is, cos 35 as it is. Tell me sine. What is the complementary for sine? Cos 90 minus
90 minus 35.
cos 90 minus 35. So cos 35 divided by cos 35.
Cos 35.
1. These are not there in the trigonometric table. If values are given like this, cos 45 degree divided by sin 45. Are the values there in trigonometry table?
Yes.
What is cos 45? 1 by root 2. Divided by what is sin 45? 1 by root 2. Both are equal? 1 by root 2, 1 by root 2 are equal? They get cancelled. If they're equal, they get cancelled. 1. Okay, 1. And sometimes most of the students, they have confusion in this. Even 10th standard student, look here, 1 minus 1 1 divided by 1. Cos 50 degree minus cos 50 degree, or and cos 50 degree divided by cos 50 degree. There is difference between both, students. What's the answer for 1 minus 1? 1 minus 1 is 0. In the same way, what is cos 50 minus cos 50? When you subtract some value, it should be 0. Okay, not 0 degree, 0. What is 1 divided by 1? 1 divided by 1 is 1. In the same way, when you divide something, 1 divided by 1 is 1. I've seen students writing 1 and 1, they cancel, they write this as 0. It is not actually 0. When you divide some equal values, the answer is 1. Okay, it is not 0, it is 1. Fine, that's it. We have revised all the concept. What is this left? Anything left? You will remember any other concept which we studied? There's one concept left. Who can tell me that? Correct. Last concept is square relation. Yeah, square relation. Can you tell me all the three formulas? 6 or 3? 3 formulas. What are the 3 formulas? Sin square theta plus cos square theta is equals to 1. Next, sec square theta minus not plus, minus tan square. Yeah, go through this, student. This is very important. Cosec square theta minus cot square theta is equals to 1. You'll have question like this: sin square 55 degrees plus sin square 35 degrees. Okay, how do you solve this question? Do we have this in trigonometry table, 55 and 35? No? Next, if they are not in trigonometry table, what are the other options we use? What are the 2 relations we have? Complementary angle and reciprocal. First, use complementary. How do you solve complementary question? Keep sin square as it is. Keep one value as it is. Convert the other one. What is sin square 35? Cos square? What is 90 minus 35? 55 degrees. Okay, now can you see square relation is given? There is square.
Yes, sir.
What's the answer? For 55 degree, 55, 1. Sin square theta plus cos square theta. The angles are same. 55 and 55 is 1. The answer is 1. Even if you leave it up to here, it is incomplete, students. Look at this green box. You just leave it till here. It's incomplete. They reduce 1 mark. The final answer is 1. Fine, final answer is 1. Entire trigonometry chapter is done. Based on this, we have the last exercise based on all this. So even without looking at textbook, you should know what are the different topics we have covered. Tables, reciprocal, square relation, quotient relation, complementary angle. And keep practicing the table, student, till the last. Even next year, this will get repeated. So don't forget how to write the table. Okay, first question. We'll start solving the first one. Fine. With this, we forgot one more theorem. Last part. Which theorem is applied here for right angle? Which theorem did we study? Pythagoras theorem. So in Pythagoras theorem, there are 2 ways to do it. last concept, A, B, C. Okay, let me take ABC. In ABC, apply Pythagoras theorem, students. Apply Pythagoras theorem. In ABC, how do you apply Pythagoras theorem? Which is hypotenuse? AC square is equals to plus BC square. AB square plus BC square. This is if triangle is given. Remember, you all don't draw all triangles and do it like this. Sometimes you all might go wrong. If triangle is given, we do it like this. What if sine theta is equals to 3 by 5? Triangle is not given, but sine theta value is given, students. How do you solve this question? They have asked you cot theta. What is sine theta formula? Tell me sine theta. Yes, look here. Sine theta, the formula. Don't write in different methods. Use this method. Sine theta, write the formula. 3 by 5. What is perpendicular value? 3. What is hypotenuse value?
5.
What are the three things we have in a trigonometry this one, Pythagoras theorem? What are the three things required? Perpendicular, hypotenuse and base. Base is missing. Yeah, base is missing. Don't draw diagram or don't use this formula. Never use this. What's the formula you have to use? H square is equals to hypotenuse square is equals to P square plus B square. 25 9 plus B square. 9 goes to the other side. The value of B will be 3. So we have all three values, students. P is equal to 3, H is equals to 5, B is equals to 4. No, you get B as 4. Now tell me what is cot formula. Tell me the value for cot theta. Yeah, base by perpendicular. Cot theta is opposite to which one? Cot theta is reciprocal to tan. What is tan formula? Tan formula is perpendicular by, isn't it opposite? Reciprocal value. Yeah, so this is how you have to remember. Don't get confused, especially Dia. Your test, all the formulas were wrong. The trigonometry formulas, what you had written. Okay, values were wrong. Next time, write it properly. The formulas, everything I've written wrong. Yeah, perpendicular by base by perpendicular. What's the answer? What is base value? 4. What is perpendicular value? 3. So the answer is 4 by 3. That's it. Using Pythagoras theorem, we have completed all. Now we use all these theorems, all this theorem concept, everything to solve the last exercise. Delicia, were you answering? Delicia, Ruth?
Yes, sir.
Were you all there? We
Yes, sir.
discussed all this. Fine. Okay, everything is done. We'll start the first question. Look at the first one. A balloon is connected to a meteorological station. Meteorological station by a cable of length 200 meters. Look, let me take like this, students. This is a meteorological station. Just assume this as a building or office. Meteorological is nothing but weather. They determine the weather forecasting. Okay, which direction the wind moves, and all about this rain, wind, cyclone. There's a separate department called meteorological department. Meteorological station is the office. Now, a balloon is connected to a meteorological station by a cable of length 200 meters, inclined at 60 degree to the horizontal. Okay, there are two types of line. The flat line we call it as horizontal. This line we call it as horizontal. Horizontal line, which is flat, we call it as horizontal. Which is straight, what do you call the line which is straight?
Vertical.
Vertical. See, it is very easy to remember. Look at the letter alphabet V. Alphabet V is in which shape, students? Vertical or horizontal? How is it written? In a vertical manner? Yeah, vertical. So a straight line we call vertical. A slanting, not slanting. Flat line we call horizontal. Flat line is known as horizontal. Now look here, the question is, a balloon is connected to a meteorological station by a cable of length 200 meters, inclined at 60 degrees to the horizon. Look, let me take a cable and connect the balloon here. Let me take a cable like this, and this is a balloon like this. Okay, it is inclined at 60 degree to the horizontal. 60 degree to the horizontal. Look at this AB, students. Line AB is the horizontal. What is the angle formed here? What's the angle formed? 60 degree. This is 60 degree. 60 degree. Now, wherever the balloon is given, from there I connect a straight line so that we get 90 degree. What? Which triangle is formed here? What kind of triangle is formed? Right angle triangle. Right angle triangle. Angle is 90 degree. Right angle. So I'll name it as. See this point A, B, C. Just go through this diagram. A, B, C. Read the question, students. All of you will go through the question answer. Okay, look here. In a meteorological station, a balloon is fixed. Balloon can see when the wind blows this direction. When the wind blows this direction, which one is the thread here? Which one is the thread? A, B, B, C, or A, C? Which one is the thread, students? How is the balloon tied? AC is the thread. Okay, AC is the thread. So if wind blows in this direction, AC is the thread. If the wind blows in the other direction, the balloon can be in this direction as well, right? Yes or no? It can be in this direction. A, C. Next, what is the angle formed here? In the question, what they have told, the angle formed horizontal line. This is horizontal line. What's the angle formed? 60 degrees. Right? 60 degree. Yeah, 60 degrees. So we'll draw a line here. We'll draw a line like this. So that right angle is formed. You can draw a diagram, the first one or second one. For both, you'll get the same answer. Okay, in the question, they haven't specifically mentioned towards which side the direction of the wind, whether it is towards west or east. So it can be in any direction, students. You can take any one diagram, the first one or second one, any one is fine. Okay, let me take the first diagram. So BLN. BLN stands for balloon. I've written as BLN. A balloon is connected to a meteorological station by a cable of length 200 meters. Which one is the cable here? Cable or thread? Which one is cable? AC is the cable. What is the value of AC given? Length of AC? Tell me the length of AC. 200 meters, right? Okay. In terms of, all of you will concentrate here. In terms of cable, it is 200 meters. In terms of triangle, what do you call AC, students? In terms of triangle, what is AC?
Hypotenuse.
Very good. AC is the hypotenuse. In terms of triangle, AC is the hypotenuse. So hypotenuse value is given. Hypotenuse is 200 meters. Fine. Hypotenuse is 200. And what? Where is the angle mentioned? Where is the angle 60-degree mentioned? A, B, or C? Angle A. Angle A is given. With respect to angle A, students, with respect to angle A, what is BC? Base or perpendicular?
Perpendicular.
Perpendicular. See, this is how we have to write. Hypotenuse, perpendicular, AB becomes the base. AB becomes the base. Now, what you have to find here? Determine the height of the balloon from the ground. Can you tell me which one is the height of the balloon from the ground? AB, BC, or AC? How do you determine height? No, not
AC, sir.
no, not AC. AC is the thread, students. How do you determine height? When something is straight, look here. Yes. How do you determine height? When you're straight or when you're slanting? When you're standing like this, will you determine the height, or when you're straight? Straight, right? Whenever you measure height, you have to stand straight. So which line is straight here? AB, BC, or AC? BC is straight. Yes. Ananya, you're online. Abigail, no, sorry, not Abigail. Kia. Is Kia online?
Yes, sir.
Kia, Angel, Ananya.
Yes, sir. So, yes, sir.
Okay, this is an important concept, students. Concentrate. You'll get one question for midterm, for first test, and for final exam. You'll definitely get one question. Okay, what are we supposed to find here? BC, right? You have to find BC. In terms of triangle, what is BC, students? In terms of triangle, what is BC? Perpendicular?
Perpendicular.
Okay, that's it. If you know these, if you know these values, now I'll ask you one thing. What is the value they have given us? In the question, what value is given? 200 meter is what? According, hypotenuse is given 200 meters, and what we have to find? And what are we supposed to find?
Supposed to find base.
Not base. We are supposed to find
Perpendicular.
perpendicular. Yeah, Ananya, read this last second sentence. Determine
Height above the height of the balloon from the ground.
yes, height of the balloon from the ground. So instead of height, what is this height we call? In terms of triangle, what is this height we call? We call it as perpendicular. So height is given. Yeah, look here. Height is given. Perpendicular is what we have to find. Now in this we use three formulas, students. Only three formulas we use: sine, cos, tan. Which out of these formulas has perpendicular and hypotenuse? Which out of these three has perpendicular and hypotenuse? Tell me sine formula.
Perpendicular by hypotenuse.
Cos formula.
Base by hypotenuse.
Okay. Which out of these three has which out of these three has perpendicular and hypotenuse? Sine theta.
Sine.
Very good. Sine theta. So let me take sine theta. Which formula should I use? Should I select sine theta? Sine theta is equals to what? What's the formula for sine theta? Perpendicular by hypotenuse. Now theta. What is theta value given in the question?
60 degrees.
Okay, look here. Sine 60 degree is equals to what is perpendicular value? Perpendicular is what we have to find, P, divided by what is hypotenuse value?
200.
200. Tell me sine 60. Look at the table and tell me sine 60. What is sine 60, students? Value of sine 60 is root 3 by 2. Root 3 by 2 is equals to P by 200. How will you find the value of P? If you want to find the value of P, 200 will get multiplied. So root 3 into 200 divided by 2.
2.
2 ones are 2 hundreds are. What's the answer? P is equals to 100 into root 3. And root 3 value, they'll give it in the question. Root 3 value is 1.73. Can you see they've given in the question 1.73?
Yes,
So 100 into 1.73. How much is 100 into 1.73? Use shifting method, students. Shifting method. When you multiply, the decimal will go to the left hand side or right hand side? Right hand side. Right hand side. Look here, multiplication M. Which side is M traveling? Multiplication.
Right side.
Right side. So how many zeros do we have here? How many zeros? 100 and?
2 zeros.
So how many positions this decimal will move? 2 positions. 173.0. So that can be written as 173. And what is the unit given here? Hypotenuse. What is the unit given for hypotenuse? Meter or centimeter?
Meters.
Meter.
173 meters.
So the answer is 173 meters. This is how we have to solve. Practical question. Okay, first go through the question, check what I have done. If you'll have any doubts, let me know. I'll teach again. Don't copy, students. Don't copy from the screen. Go through the question first. Read the question. You should know how to draw a right angle triangle for this. Students, did you understand? All of you understood how to solve this question?
Yes, sir.
Okay, here the length of cable is given. You have to find the height. And in the question, assuming that there is no slack in the string, what do you mean by that? No slack in the string? See, slack is nothing but the string is straight. Sometimes, have you seen the string bent like this? Cross bent. This is known as slack. Okay, there is no slack in the string, which means it is straight. It is straight. The length is 200 meters. Yeah, be quick, students. Complete. Let me know. We'll start the next question. By tomorrow, you have to complete it. Okay, by tomorrow, we have to complete. To Monday, Tuesday. Yeah, by Wednesday. Tomorrow, if not by Wednesday, we'll complete. All of you all done? Dia, did you understand?
Yes,
Angel, Dia, Ananya completed. Delicia, Ruth.
yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, next question. Read the next question. Try to draw the diagram, students. Okay. Second one I'll explain. Third one you all can try. Yes, Kia, read out the second question. What is given?
Yes, sir. A ladder leaning against the wall makes an angle of 60 degrees with the horizontal, and the foot of the ladder is 9.5 meters away from the wall.
Find
And the
the
length of the ladder.
okay, wall is given. Let us draw a wall, students. Look here. Assume this to be a wall. This is a wall. Okay, what is given here? A ladder leaning against a
Leaning against the wall.
which is ladder here? The black one or the red one?
The red one, sir.
Ah, this is the meaning of a ladder is leaning against the wall. And what is the angle made here, students? Between horizontal line, which is okay. Let me name A, B, C. Can you tell me which is wall here? A, B, B, C, or A, C?
AB.
A, B is the wall. Okay. Which one is the horizontal line? Horizontal line. Horizontal. Horizontal meaning is flat. AC, right? AC. Okay. AC is the horizontal. Which is the ladder here? Which one is ladder? Ladder, ladder. Which is ladder? BC. Right? Ladder is BC. In terms of triangle, what is ladder, students? In terms of triangle, what is ladder? What is BC? In terms of triangle, BC is hypotenuse, right? And what are the values given? Inclined at 60 degree, horizontal line, which is 60 degree, angle B or angle C? Which point is touching? Yes. Look here. Which point is touching the horizontal, B or C? B or C, which is touching the horizontal? Angle C. What is the angle made?
Angle.
Yeah, what is the angle made? What is angle formed? 60? 60 degrees. And next, what is given? The foot of the ladder is 9.5 meters away from the wall. What is 9.5 meters, students? Away from the wall. What do you mean by which is foot here? B is the foot or C is the foot of ladder? C is the foot of ladder, right? Yeah, BC is the ladder, C is the foot. The bottom one is called foot. So the foot of the ladder is 9.5 meters away from the wall. What do you mean by that? Which is 9.5 meters away? Which value is 9.5 meter? Which value is given? Yes, correct. It all AC. Did you understand the second question? What they have given? The foot of the ladder is 9.5 meters away. So which value is 9.5? AB, AC or AB? BC. AC is 9.5 meters. Yes, AC is 9.5 meters. Okay, which angle is mentioned here? B is mentioned or C is mentioned? Which one? Which angle? B or C? Which angle did we take? Angle C? Okay, from angle C, look here, from angle C, what we have to find, students? Tell me what you have to find.
Perpendicular and base.
No. What we have to find? No. Don't compare with the previous question. Forget about previous question. Read the second question. What you have to find? Find the length of. Find the length of what? Second question.
Ladder.
Yeah, what is ladder? Find the length of ladder. What is ladder? According to this, hypotenuse, right? Hypotenuse you have to find. According to this 60-degree angle C, which angle is given here? Which angle is given? Which side is given? Sorry, which side is given? 9.5. AC is given. Okay, from angle C point of view, what is 9.5, students? Perpendicular or base? Base. What is AB from angle C? What is AB from angle C? Perpendicular. Okay, now you all tell me what is given here. Base is given or perpendicular is given? Which value is given? Base is given. Okay, and what they have asked us to find? Did they ask us to find the length of height of wall or the length of ladder? Height of wall or length of ladder? Length of ladder. So what is length of ladder? Perpendicular or hypotenuse? No, read. Length of ladder is perpendicular or hypotenuse according to triangle? Hypotenuse, right? Okay, so according to 60 degrees angle C, hypotenuse is asked, base is given, students. Which formula is base and hypotenuse out of sine, cos, tan? Which formula should we use? Cos. Cos what degree? What degree is given in the question? Cos
60 degrees.
is equals to, what's the formula for cos? Base by hypotenuse. Solve this question. Last question. You can try the third one for homework, third and fourth. Okay, try one question, third one for homework. Any doubts? Why nobody is asking doubts, student? Did you all understand? This was a tough concept. Kia, Dia, Ananya,
Yes, sir.
Ruth, Angel.
Yes.
Okay, did you understand, Ruth? How to solve, how to draw the diagram?
Yes, sir.
Okay, draw a right angle, students. Draw a right angle. There you can write which is ladder, which is wall, all this thing, whatever is given in question, you can mention. This is Yeah, try this, students. Complete it. The students done. What's the answer? What is cos 60? Yes. Ananya, Delicia, Angel, Kia, cos 60. Why is nobody replying? You didn't do it. 1 by 2. What is base and hypotenuse value given? Base 9.5, hypotenuse. Yeah, we have to find. Could you calculate the value of hypotenuse? If it goes to the other side, h divided by 2 is equals to 9.5. And 2 will get multiplied. 9.5 into 2. So what is hypotenuse? Hypotenuse is nothing but the height of length of ladder. Oh, sorry, length of ladder. 18.0 is 80. No, 19, right? 19. What is the unit given? Look for the unit in the question. Meter. 9.5 meter is given, so then this should be meter, 19 meters. In the last, write it like this: h is 19. If you have to complete the answer. They have asked us to find length of ladder. So the length of ladder is equal to 19 meters. Is 19 meters. Even in practical, in daily life, we can use this concept. You see, the length of ladder. Most of them, those who have ladder, they'll keep it like this. They'll make it to lean against the wall. If you know the angle formed, if you know the distance, you can find the length of ladder. Completed all of you all? Okay, will you try the third question for homework?
Yes, sir.
Third one. Yeah, concentrate while solving, students. Very important. Even next year, you'll have all this concept. If you're not thorough, ninth, 10th will be very tough. So trigonometry is a very important concept. Okay, fine. If you're done, you'll get, that's it for today. Log in at 1:30 tomorrow. You all can leave, students.